These are our group reflections. They can be grouped into the habits of mind, metacognitive skills, and the urgent and important quadrant. Under the habits of mind, we have thinking flexibly, listening with understanding and empathy, and creating, imagining, innovating. An important life skill we have learned through the process of preparing and conducting our history lesson package was to think flexibly by working around certain topics. This was employed when there were some students that could not catch up with the rest. The students were given a story to read and were subsequently assessed on their learning. However, those students were unable to understand the story. Our group had not considered the learning pace of the students. After much thought, we decided to send someone to explain the topics to them. We have also learned how to listen with understanding and empathy. Initially, there were many internal conflicts. Some thought the topics were too simple and too easy for students, and some of us felt that there were not enough topics and there was a limited scope. Following these problems, we cooled down and started listening to each other's comments, and in the end, we were able to come up with a good idea in which all our group members agreed to. We thought flexibly and looked at each other's thought and comment from different perspectives.
We also applied the habits of mind, creating, imagining, innovating. Initially, students did not really pay much attention to our presentation and talk among themselves. However, we tried different approaches and came up with a more interactive way of attracting their attention. Under metacognitive skills, we have meta-memory and meta-regulation. We have also used metacognitive skills in our project. When we first embarked on this project, we contemplated on many different innovative ideas, but had to omit some from our brainstorming list due to the lack of potential and budget constraints. Based on our past experiences we had from our last year's project, we used meta-memory to access our knowledge and awareness of our memory systems, and thus developing strategies useful for our project.
We used metacognition in our project and research. By making use of the IT trend and multiple intelligences, we understood the given memory strategy most effectively in our lesson packages. The students have also used higher order thinking, which involved active control over cognitive processes engaged in learning according to their highest intelligences, thus allowing them to learn a topic faster and more effectively. We have also used metacognitive regulation, which refers to the sequential processes that we regulated and oversee the learning of others, which also includes the planning and monitoring cognitive activities, as well as checking the outcomes of the activities. While the students have used many metacognitive and cognitive strategies in our lessons, we have also used them in our lesson planning. Cognitive strategies are used to help us and the students achieve a particular goal, while metacognitive strategies are used to ensure that our goal has been reached.
Our group has employed many skills during the course of our project. One of the skills which we have used is the urgent and important quadrant. This quadrant classifies situations into 4 basic degrees of importance and urgency, namely, important and urgent, which we should do now; important but not urgent, we should plan to do it later; not important but urgent, which we should reject diplomatically; and lastly, not important and not urgent, which we should reject and abstain from doing. Thus, with these 4 degrees of priorities, it has helped us differentiate clearly our pending project work from phone calls, watching TV, and doodling. With better time management skills, it has helped us finish our work before the adhered deadline, and thus be able to complete our delegated work in order to be submitted to our mentor on time. Furthermore, this will also prevent unnecessary quarrels and conflicts among our group.